Good morning to you. I'm Jennifer Bayless. Today I'm joined by Sheila, Michelle, and Apple Fritter with the Aero Fund. They're here to talk about the Animal Action Day. All right, tell us about Apple Fritter here.
Well, Apple Fritter was found in eastern Kentucky. She was next to her dead sibling, and she ended up with, somebody rescued her, and she ended up with parvo. And she's now over parvo. She's been spayed, and she is ready for adoption soon. So if anybody's interested, she's between 3 and 4 months old, and you can adopt her at theaerofund.org.
Oh, and let's talk about Animal Action Day. What is that all about?
So the most important thing people can do to help animals in Kentucky is have a good relationship with their legislators. And we have this day to help educate people about the legislation that's out there or lack thereof. And we also have legislators come and speak, and we help make appointments with their legislators because they can't represent us if they don't know what's important to us. So it's a day when people can tell their legislators what's important to them.
You're a part of a very special organization.
Tell
us about your organization.
We're Kentucky Animal Action, and we do animal welfare legislation here in the state. We're a grassroots organization. Everybody's from Kentucky, and we're Kentucky-led, and we want to make Kentucky a better place for animals, and we have a lot of work to do. But the good news is a lot of legislators are starting to get on board, and there's a momentum, and we're ready. We really want to make some more change. We recently just had the mayor reference our ordinance. We passed an ordinance in 2022 for extreme weather, and the mayor actually said it's extreme weather. You have to bring your pets indoors in Jefferson County, and we were so excited about that.
Yeah, well, Apple Fritter is a part of the Aero Fund family. How is the Aero Fund helping animals like Apple Fritter?
Yeah, we have a two-pronged mission, and our main mission is to take care of animals that have been tortured, severely injured, or medically neglected, like Apple Fritter here. Our other part of the mission is to educate the public and advocate for animal protection. You know, Kentucky is 47th in the country in terms of animal protection laws, and we have a long ways to go. You know, most of us think of our cats and dogs as our family members, but they're also considered property in the state of Kentucky. And that's where sometimes the problem lies, is that, you know, anybody, you know, if you have property, you can do whatever you want with it. And, you know, should cats and dogs be treated badly? No, they shouldn't. So that's what we're here to talk about.
Okay, so when will Apple Fritter be up for adoption?
You can apply now. She has a few more vaccines to take, and then she's going to be ready for someone's home.
And she's not the only dog or cat that you guys have. You have a ton of animals ready for homes.
Well, we don't have a ton. We have about 30 or so animals right now, mainly dogs, but we do have a number of cats. We recently in Louisville, for example, there was 13 puppies that were found, 3 different litters. They got parvo, so we ended up with 2 of those puppies, and we do have those. They will be ready for adoption soon. But we have a number of adult dogs. Some of them have been, you know, ran over or something like that. We help a lot of shelters if they have dogs that need vetting. So we do have a lot of dogs available, and we do have some cats available now too. So please, please check us out.
All right. Well, listen, if you're interested in learning more about these organizations or Apple Fritter, be sure to check out WLKY.com. Later this afternoon, we'll have an article posted right there for you with all the information that you need to know. Good luck, Apple Fritter. Such a good sweetheart. Thank you guys for stopping by.